Thank you guys for tuning in. You're watching Vegucation. We just got finished talking about parasites. I was terrified when we started talking about it. I am less terrified now, but also oddly curious about what's going on inside my body. So,
does your booty itch?
Does my booty itch? Interesting. So we're going to move on. We're still talking about parasites. We're going to move to oral health. Do you do oral health?
I mean, I did until I got married. Now I don't brush my teeth.
She brushes her teeth every night. She's
That's
so
true.
clean.
That's true. I'm very clean.
And she uses weird toothpaste that comes in a little tube that you have to stick your toothbrush
And by
in.
tube, it's not a tube, it's actually a glass jar, but we're going to go with that.
It's in a little thing. It's not in a regular thing.
Yeah, it's in a glass jar.
It's been a long day, folks. Stay with us. We're going to get you there.
So, have you ever been to a holistic dentist?
No. Maybe. What is a holistic dentist?
Holistic dentist is
For
going to
the
be
viewers.
Yes.
Again, I already know this.
Right. Holistic dentist is going to cover many different facets of your mouth.
Okay.
So a lot of them do parasite testing for the inside of your mouth. They're also going to avoid using any mercury fillings. They're going to avoid doing x-rays. They're going to avoid a lot of those things that can have long-term effects on you.
My dentist does all those things,
Good.
so I've not been to a holistic dentist because everything you said they don't do, he do.
Oh, definitely. So we could look at finding you a holistic dentist.
So
but I
how
think
would you know? Do they put it on their website? Like, we're a holistic
They do.
dental
So if you
office.
look up, I believe it's holisticdentistry.org.
Okay.
You can search for a practitioner in your area. And again, they just do things a little bit differently. They're going to recommend different toothpastes, specifically ones without fluoride. They have different views on
Without fluoride.
without fluoride.
So we are told we need the fluoride because it strengthens the teeth, right?
Yes. This is a controversial topic. Like I said, I am not a dentist nor a doctor, but based on the research that I have done, I choose not to use
Okay.
fluoride.
And the reason that you make that choice or that it's recommended is why?
So, I mean, we already have fluoride coming in our water.
Okay.
So the odds of us being deficient in fluoride, very, very low. And the quality of fluoride that we're getting in our water, too, is terrible. So I can only imagine the quality of fluoride that we're getting from a toothpaste that costs us $2.89.
Okay.
Yeah. So again, for me, and you have to follow how your teeth look, how your gums look, how many cavities are you getting, let the proof be in the pudding for you at your dentist.
Okay. So, oral hygiene as it relates to parasites. So we talked about some crazy stuff.
So when you
For
go
the
to a
break.
holistic dentist, what they do is they're going to take a swab of the inside of your mouth.
Okay.
Ideally, what it would look like under a microscope is a very calm ocean.
Oh,
Not
okay.
much movement.
Right.
There's things there.
But they're just kind of hanging out, chilling, not like going
Yes.
crazy.
The first time I got one done, it was not that.
It was house party.
It was like, and not good things. The worst parasite for the mouth, if I can remember correctly, is called a spirochete. So they move very fast. They're like this, and of course I had those.
Oh, great.
And then with spirochetes, usually your white blood cells, you will see them under the microscope as well, and they're going to pop up more because the spirochetes are causing lots of problems. So what
Okay.
you want to do is bring your mouth back to alkaline. So the way to do that is actually much easier than you
I'm
think.
like looking at you talk, I'm like, you had a whole party in your mouth.
Yes, I definitely had a party in my mouth. I was terrified, but also I was so grateful to be informed because one of the things that holistic dentists believe is that depending on your level of parasites, because they're so close to the mouth, they think that it can definitely relate back to dementia and Alzheimer's, because the parasites are so close to the brain. So that was something that I'd never even put that correlation together.
Yeah.
And he just said, at your age, right, me being fairly young.
You're super young.
Yes, super young. He was like, we do not want to see any of these parasites in your mouth.
So do you just like do a tongue scrape, or you just scrape those bad boys off the tongue and you're good?
Definitely not. But although, yes, I do recommend scraping your tongue.
Me too. It's so fun. I like the way
It's
it feels.
so fun. You do it in the morning, do it at night. Your tongue will thank you. Your taste buds, you're going to taste your food better.
Your breath is better too when you
Breath
scrape
is
your tongue.
definitely better.
Because if you don't know about tongue scraping and you just brush your teeth and floss, like you're missing
You're missing a lot.
You're missing a lot.
Yes. So, get you a water pick,
Okay.
first and foremost.
Okay.
You're going to put about 10 drops of peppermint oil in it.
Okay.
About 1 teaspoon of baking soda. And every day, twice a day.
Peppermint oil and baking soda.
Yep.
And the parasites that live in the mouth, they just die?
Right. So then initially, you know, if you go and you have a lot of parasites in there, one thing that I did is I was covering my teeth in addition to that with baking soda at night.
Okay.
Because again, that's just going to add more protection.
Okay.
You're going to be able to get your mouth back to a better place. And the way that you test that, right, is you go back to your dentist, he does another swab, and then make sure. If you have a lot of them, he may suggest using bleach or something a little bit, yeah.
I'm not doing that.
I don't want to use bleach in my mouth either. So I chose the more holistic route.
Okay, good.
Yes, but it's just something that you want to do every single day.
So when you went back and did your second swab, like it was calm, like the ocean,
yes,
the
very
peppermint
happy,
and the baking soda fixed it?
Yes.
And then you recommend that you do that every day?
Every single day.
Okay, so just make it part of your...
Just make it part of your routine.
Okay.
And for the most part, I mean, you can floss on top of that, but for the most part, you shouldn't have to add too much extra floss because you are using the water pick, and it's very easy to get additional food and everything out of your teeth.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, so as far as oral care, who do you typically use for your toothpaste?
So I think in our house we use I think it's Colgate. It's the red tube that says like it'll take 10 years worth of stains off the teeth. I told you, like, they get me with the promises on the advertisements.
Right.
I am very bad about that. So that's what we usually use.
Okay. So lots of chemicals in traditional toothpaste.
Yes.
That's another thing that you can look up on EWG. You can find your toothpaste there as well.
It's going to make me sad because I'm having to throw everything away. I know it.
You don't have to throw it away. And again, you guys make the choice that feels right for your family. The company that I'm loving currently is actually out of Canada. It's called Living Libations. They have an 8-step process. And of course, you saw my toothpaste in a little glass tub.
I used it.
And they have some other products that I'd never used before. So they have something called Happy Gumdrops, which you can rub and push your gums down, which helps receding of the gums.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, just with your finger.
Okay.
Yep, push your gums down. And you can also put it on your floss, so it gets in there.
Okay.
Another way to really help your mouth and your gums to do really well. And then the other thing they have is buffing. So they have a really great buffing and whitening, brightening powders.
Okay.
And again, going to be really great for the teeth, but not of the harsh chemicals that the traditional whitening uses.
So I want to go back to what you said about not buffing the teeth, the receding gum line.
Yes.
Is that like a thing? Like
Absolutely.
I've heard of a receding hairline. I never heard anybody
receding
talk
gum
about receding
line.
gums.
So all of the dentists nowadays, right, are talking about using electric toothbrush.
Yes.
And why is because when you're using a traditional one, I mean, a lot of people press really, really hard, and over time, the gums just get less and less and less.
Okay.
Which is how you get gum disease, receding of the gum line, all of those things.
Interesting. So the electric toothbrushes lessens that likelihood?
As long as you're not still pressing with it, which some people do, but you're really just supposed to let it glide over the teeth.
Okay, good to know.
Pushing. Were you pushing?
So I'm going to take that tip home. Cannot say that I was not.
Yes. So again, I think that your oral care and dental care has to be what works for you. But I'll tell you, since I switched to Living Libations products, my teeth and my gums don't bleed anymore.
Nice.
My mouth feels amazing and clean, and I feel like I do less work than I was doing prior.
Now, I know for me, I use the water pick. I have been using that. I've been doing that in addition to floss, but I notice I have to floss a lot less. I am going to try the baking soda and the peppermint oil in the water pick.
And baking soda is a natural whitener. So even if you want to put it on your teeth to kill parasites, great, but you can also put it on your teeth at night to whiten and brighten your teeth without using whitening strips.
Even better.
Well, do you feel vegucated about your oral health?
I feel so much better about oral health. I'm not scared of the parasites anymore. I really appreciate all this information. And we have just a little bit more for you when we come back.
See you soon.